Wait. All right. We are back with the 70-star open for CCG. We have Pit. I asked him how to pronounce it ahead of time. Pit. Peggy. It's Peggy. Peggy versus Kudo. And I'm with my hot co-commentator, Zeus44. Very hot co-commentator. Zeus, how are
Hello.
you?
I'm doing great, Z, especially after that introduction. My goodness. Looks like we got a pretty tight race here. PB gap not too big, so I think we're gonna be seeing a very, very close race on this one. I'm looking forward to it.
I agree. This is going to be a spicy one. Well, anyways, we're not doing a pre-game interview, I don't believe. So, or are we? Peggy, how are you feeling?
It's me, Mario.
Maybe? No? Okay. Well, this is gonna be great. See it. Help me out, man.
All right. So both racers, if you can hear me, just go ahead and ready up in the race time lobby whenever you are good to go. And there will be about a 15-second countdown, and after that, your timer will start, and you just reset when it hits 0. And other than that, we are good to go.
All right. Good deal. I think. Are we ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Mostly just waiting for the timer to start at this point.
Good deal.
All right.
There we go.
And we are underway. Let's go.
All right. Oh, look at how in sync it is. That's pretty good.
This
That's
is
pretty
crazy.
good.
This is crazy. Race time GG is an amazing thing.
I'm personally unfamiliar with that, but it seems like it's just awesome. Like it does the timer, does the countdown. Like that's sick.
Oh yeah,
Makes
it works
it so easy.
I had never used it before anything, like before I did anything with CCG. I'd never had any experience with it either. I always saw it in live split. I'm like, what is this? I don't know what this does, but it's great. It's wonderful. It makes everything just so easy from a TO perspective.
Yeah, Saren kind of knows what he's doing sometimes. Just a little bit. He kind of knows what he's doing.
He's
I gotta say,
he's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, he's pretty good with that. So.
Ooh, Peggy
All right.
missing the lack to skip, but Kudo
Chit-chatting with him.
having a little talk with Lakitu. You know, the holidays did just come and go. Maybe catching up a little bit. Wants to ask him how the time with the family was. You know.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, everyone needs to catch up with him.
I talk to him very frequently. Oh,
No, well, he's missing bomb clips, so might be a little bit of a catch-up opportunity. And yep, Peggy is in the lead, even though he spoke with Lakitu. I've heard so many people call Lakitu so many different things. Lakitu?
Oh yeah, that's a common one.
What is that? Like, what's the actual? I don't know. I don't know what the proper way to pronounce it is, but I will always go with Lakitu. I think it makes the most sense. I've also heard Lockatu. Thank you, Cobra CJ. Lockatu.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, who knows?
You know what? I feel like you can pronounce it any way you want. We all get the same idea, you know. We're all still just
like,
trying.
You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Is that what basically Lakitu says? You can call me anything, just stop and talk to me on the bridge, man. That's all I ask.
Ooh, Kudo having a little trouble with the slide.
Oh my goodness.
Here,
but he got
last second there, managing
to no.
Got turned around, still taking the fall damage, unfortunately. A nice 16-8 slide time. Very optimal coming out here from Kudo. And both runners going to be doing a Womps 9 route here, starting off with that slide, wrapping up with the
I
second one.
personally like that. I think that's good to see. I like the Womps 9.
It's very based. Very based, very cool. I am a Womps 9 person myself. But you know what? I can understand the appeal of Womps 8. I get it.
You want to get the 100 coin out of the way and make sure that you're good to go. I get that too. But like,
Very true.
so it's faster.
It is faster.
Isn't it?
Womps 9 is faster by a whole second.
Wow. I mean, that's a whole second that you could be golding.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
all love to see a hot glod.
Love a hot glod. Peggy got the Owless first try there. You saw on the right-hand side of your screen, but unfortunately just could not make the texture setup happen. But Kudo actually risking it all here, going for Salt on the first attempt. But looks like going to be going for Sock Holder here on attempt number 2.
And
feeling,
hits it. Yeah.
feeling a little bold on his end of things, going for Salt right away.
Man. Oh, he got fell again. Oh no. Peggy.
Trying to go
Okay,
for Sock
he's
Holder.
going for Sock Folder.
Yeah, probably best to just play it safe at this point. Kudo missing the red here. Gonna be missing any sort of half cycle that he might have been going for. But not a huge deal. Could still potentially
Not
make
huge, yeah.
the normal.
Well,
Could potentially make the cycle after normal cycle here.
There we go. Oh, okay, good. There we go. We're good. I think. Yeah, no, that's great. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that one was okay. I think that might have been normal actually.
Yeah, I think that was all right. That's what I was gonna say, but Zeus, you know way more about 70-star things than I do, so I was not about to correct you in anything, ever.
You know, sometimes I feel like I don't know that much about 70-star, but, you know, it is my main category. I do have the most experience with 70 at least. But hey, you're going for Lactu bounce and stuff at like a 109. You're working your way down.
I got a 107 last night.
You got a 107?
I did. I got a 2-minute PB last night.
Oh my goodness.
We're working our way down. We're 4 seconds away from that sub-hour summer best, but
Let's go.
Peggy, that was a very clean 100 coin. He is only ever so slightly ahead. Only ever so slightly.
Just by a little bit. A hair.
A hair.
But I believe both runners have done these same stars up until this point, so it is pretty even right now in Womps. But
it is. Oh, okay. Missing the. That's all right. Decent, quick, zoomy backup. All good.
Yeah, missing the jump up here kind of hurts, but you know it is what it is.
I just started doing that, and it is so. I hate it so much. That is such a difficult. It's more difficult than it needs to be, in my opinion. I feel like.
It seems like such a simple thing to do, but when you actually go to do it, it's like, oh wow, okay, this is annoying.
Oh, I accidentally fell through the other side, and I have to talk with these smaller womps, and then I had to like ride an elevator up. What is this?
Oh, the best thing
Zoomy
is
back
when
up.
you.
It is the technical term. Yes.
The best thing is when you clip through the very right side of it and you just kind of slide to your death. Like, oh, I love it when that happens.
So good.
Oh, this game is so fair and fun.
It's so fun and so fair. All right, they are out of womps again. Very close, very close here.
About some 730 womps, 9 exits for both of them. Still pretty good for, I would say, like a 53, 54 pace. but both of these runners are playing at a decently high level with their PBs where they are. So definitely still good for a high 53, low 54 at this rate.
That was both of them getting a very nice low 13 slide time as well.
A much cleaner second slide here for Kudo.
Yes, absolutely.
Love to see it.
They're kind of going back and forth here. Just the little itty bitty mistakes have kept them really, really close. But it is literally just the beginning. So they have a whole, like, 45 minutes of gameplay left, almost.
Oh yeah, so much can happen.
And oh my god, there's so many things that happen later on in this category that can just really butter your biscuit, you know? They just really make the runs so choice.
Can really grind your gears for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of things that grind your gears, Dark World Red's coming up for both of
Oh my god.
runners here.
I don't know about you, Zeus, but anytime I'm watching somebody else do Dark World Reds, I am so nervous and clinched 10 times more so than I am doing it myself.
You know what? Honestly, I agree with that. I like. It's just the feeling of knowing what can go wrong.
Yep,
That
feeling.
It is
Everything.
100% the feeling of knowing what can go wrong.
Sucked up into my body when I'm watching someone do Dark World Reds. Speaking of, I don't know. Can I do the thingies to follow the racers? I don't know if I can do them. Yes, we can.
Oh, there you
can
go.
follow these racers. Kudo 64 and Pegidaloca. I got it. Pegidaloca. No, I got it right the second time. Pegidaloca. I got it right the second time. Peggy. You can follow them. You can also follow, maybe, if I can do this right, the hot Z44 plays with his controller upside down.
That is true. I've been told.
You've been told.
You can also follow the hot Z the Sunflower also in the booth right now.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. All the time. And you can
Oh
also...
my gosh,
What?
that was so
Hey, yo!
They're synced. They're synced. I think this is insane. Holy
They
cow.
literally... They missed the throw in the exact same spot.
At the exact same spot. Went up, got it. Holy cow. Look at this. We are synced to the max right now. This is great.
Wow.
This is great. I'm loving this.
Are we sure we have two different... They have, like, the same lives and, like, oh my goodness.
Everything is the same right now. All right. They're straying a bit, but goodness, that was interesting.
That was wild.
That did feel rigged. That did feel a little bit rigged. For a second, I thought I was being punked.
Yeah, where's Ashton?
Yeah,
Come on out,
I was
Ashton.
gonna say, Ashton Kutcher about to come out of here. Same amount of coins too. Everything. Oh no. Well, here's where they will diverge.
Man, Sky Jump is such a hard star. I don't care what anyone says. It is so annoying. Just like you slightly mistime an A press, you're done. You're at the wrong angle.
So
you're
true.
done.
Start
over. You're done, kid.
It's it.
You're done.
Get out. Get out.
Get out of here.
Well, just like that, Peggy rushes ahead just a little bit.
Yeah,
Again, just these little
bit.
things. Yeah. It's just these little itty bitty things.
All the little things, Z.
Oh, no!
Peggy, the pro wall kicks dead. No. Felt that.
I was gonna say, I was literally gonna say, you know, just wait for it, and something small is gonna bring them close together again. Oh no!
Peggy, no!
Peggy, no!
He landed just a little too far forward, trying to go for the safer strat there on wall kicks, and ends up sliding to his untimely demise.
Goodness gracious.
But
He's
Feeling
going back
bold.
to his
Going
original
back in for the
strat here.
power
Oh my
kicks.
god. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my god. We're good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's totally fine.
Chat,
Totally.
stop panicking. Why are you guys panicking? We're not panicking.
Yeah. Why are you nervous?
I'm not. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I don't know.
Huh.
And they do appear to both be on emulator as well. Am I mistaken in that?
You are absolutely correct. This is the S division of the emulator bracket.
Ah, I didn't realize there was a different bracket. Okay. I'm really bad at this. Very professional. Very professional. I know everything that is happening right now.
Z knows everything all at once.
All at once. All right.
You got a nice little 100 coin coming out here from Kudo.
Yeah.
Here in the cool mountain.
That penguin, I swear to God, it has it out for you sometimes. You can be doing just fine. And all of a sudden, it wants to just absolutely murder you. It's a murderous penguin, I swear.
It wants to ruin your day.
It
really does.
Out. It seeks you out.
It's a heat-seeking penguin.
Yeah, that's...
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
All right, we got Peggy going down the slide here. You know, in all of the races that I've commentated so far for this tournament, I have not seen one runner go for the slide skip in CCM 400 coin.
That is so sad. You gotta teach him, Zeus. You gotta teach him the ways. You're like, you're the best at it.
Slide skip is such a swag strat. I love it. And it
It's
saves
swaggy.
time. It saves time. It's not even just swag for the sake of being swag, you know?
No, Peggy. It's fine.
That one extra
death.
coin, gotta time the long jump very precisely. No big deal here for Peggy, collecting star number 17 at the end, 100 coin here. So
You know, I gotta say.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. Actually, that was rude of me. I didn't realize you were still talking.
Oh, it's okay. Z, you can say anything you want to at any point.
Oh my. Oh, that is quite the gift you're bestowing upon me. I was gonna say, it's really distracting for me sometimes when you run 70 and you have the game in English. To read the actual, like, text boxes that pop up, because sometimes I'll psych myself out because, like, the penguin, for instance, you beat the game, or you win the race, and it looks like the penguin is saying that I can't award you with something, and I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? How? And then he still gives you a star, and I'm like, all right, I obviously very much skimmed over that, but it still will freak me out almost every single time, as it did when I was reading Peggy.
You just want the lore. It's okay.
I do. I want to read. I want the story of the game. Okay.
You want to know the penguin's backstory. You want to know how it got there.
Exactly. Of course
its life, its views on stuff.
I have to know why I hate it. So what better way to do so than to learn intimately its past, all of its enemies, and its worldviews. That way I can have a true, actual hatred for it.
At least you're thorough. At least you're thorough about it.
Clean BBH here. Clean BBH from both of these runners, it seems like, at least.
Yeah, looking pretty good so far for sure. And coming up next in basement, this is where things can start to get a little bit interesting in a 70-star run. You know, we got SSL coming up, we got LLL, we got Fire C in basement, and I can 100% imagine we're going to be seeing some pillarless attempts for both of these runners.
At their PBs, I would be shocked if we didn't.
I don't know. Someone might want to play it safe. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Nah, you gotta go swag, you know?
It's true.
You
Could we
got a
see
50,
some?
you got a 53, a 52, you gotta go for swag.
Could we see
Right?
some Tama pillarless? Hey.
Oh, hey, yo.
Hey, I mean, I agree with you. I think if you're at this PB level, plus should be something that you've been doing for a bit, for sure.
Yeah.
And it looks
Oh,
like
there we go.
Kudo going right in for it. The
Boom.
bomb grab's looking good. Z, take notes. I will be teaching you this later.
I know. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm looking. Every time I see it, I'm in awe. Oh, and Peggy's going for it now, too.
Let's go.
Nice bomb.
Ooh, angle was looking a bit monka.
No.
Yep. You know what? I go back and forth on what is the hardest part of pillarless, and it's either the bomb grab or it's the double jump at the end to get up onto the pyramid. It really just depends on which part of it I'm failing. Is that's the whatever one I'm failing is the hardest part of pillarless. But that double jump at the end is very tricky to time for sure, especially with that angle.
It looks hard. I've never done it, but I can say I've tried it, and it is pain in the rear. I don't like any part of it. I think all the parts of pillarless are very hard.
Honestly, true.
However, Kudo is having a pretty clean SSL. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Yeah, Peggy is not having fun with pillarless. You're gonna be able to take one more attempt unless he wants to respawn the bomb and go for it again. But otherwise,
he's giving a very mischievous look, so I don't know what this means.
He's about to
what
drop
we're gonna
a
be
brand
working
new
with.
strat. Never before seen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be riding the shell here.
Oh yeah. Are we gonna be seeing? Okay, nope. He's riding the shell. All right.
You know what? Nothing wrong with it.
I've been seeing this wing cap strat is new, and I've been seeing it more and more lately.
Oh, like riding.
I saw it for the first time. Yeah.
Taking the wing cap to the pillars.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen people do it in a run before. I've heard whisperings of a wing cap strat, but I've never seen
the winner of the last I'm a wing cap pillar full taker. Yes, Lacio. Yep. Wing cap pillars is cursed. Saren, am gonna have to agree with you. I do think it's kind of cursed. I feel like it's just a little monka, you know? But
it's a bit scary. Because I feel like if you're doing that strat, you kind of have to rely on the timing of the ground pounds.
Yeah.
If that's how I'm picturing it being done. But you know what? Things can still go wrong with the shell too. You can go up the pillar at just the wrong angle, like 0.1 degree off, and it'll break.
That is always so annoying. And it's like you try so hard. You try so hard. You try to keep things as, you know, as straight and as good as possible to where things won't break and you have a nice time, and then it breaks on you. Even after you like set out in your mind that that's not going to happen.
The shell
this time is not going to be like last time.
The shell spares no runner. It has no, you know, doesn't care who you are.
Nope. It's a jerk nonetheless.
Very true. And on the back of all of those pillarless attempts in SSL for Peggy, we got about a 2-star lead here for Kudo in the latter half of LLL here. Oh, very nice triple bully kill there. I cannot do that for the life of me. I think I've gotten like 1 triple bully kill in my life, and that's my goal.
I have done it once, and it is the most satisfying thing I've ever done in my life.
It feels
when you
so good.
murder them all at the same time, it just it's something like just sets right in your heart, in your soul, you know?
It's a really satisfying strat to pull off first try. It really is.
If you don't get them, if you don't get them quickly, they are the most annoying little boogers.
It's true. It's true. Like you just miss one, and it's game
Yeah.
over. Really. You're gonna be there for a bit trying to maneuver through them all.
Exactly. It's a silent time taker in this game. Is having to go around, chase after those little things, and get them off of the platform. All right.
Game
Kudo's
is
gonna be
fair.
going to DDD. Unless something has changed in this route that I haven't heard about yet. He's gonna be going to DDD.
All right. Peggy still just needs one more star here in LLL before moving on to Dire Docs as well.
1 star behind. Honestly, it's still anybody's game at this point. You have so many terrifying stages ahead.
Yeah, you got all of upstairs. Like
You got
cannot
oh
be-
my god, yeah, no.
You cannot be feeling safe, even if you have a 1-star lead at this point.
One little wet dry world skeeter could be the difference.
It's true.
No, and Kudo missing the chest.
Ooh, this could be a very precarious backup right here.
Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
That vortex in the middle is the
I-
scariest thing ever.
I died at that so much. On that. Oh, no!
Kudo,
Oh
the
my
shark!
god!
It's got sharked! No way!
That basically puts Peggy almost tied. Not exactly, but I mean that is close now. Once again, these tiny little mistakes have kept them, you know, right together, right together.
Oh, the worst.
You hate to see that. You hate to see it, honestly.
We just talked about the vortex being the scariest thing. The shark.
That shark. What a jerk, honestly.
The shark, man.
How? What a jerk.
You don't expect it. It just
You
comes out at
don't,
the
yeah.
worst time. It is officially Shark Week here on the Cool Cat Gang channel. I know that's usually a summertime thing, but you know what? Shark Week's starting early, folks.
It is. It's starting early. Alright.
And these runners are very, like, a second apart now. Very close.
Very, very close, yeah. Alright. And you'd love to see... And, Zeus, I know you are based like me. You love to see the no lag DDD here.
It's a beautiful
You know, neither of us are someone that pays for lag. So, you love to see that.
Oh, man, I love being able to just swim right at the sub and not have to care.
Isn't it so nice? You don't have
Like-
to. You don't have to worry about like camera changes.
You don't gotta worry about like holding
You
a
gotta worry about-
direction while I'm
Yeah,
trying
like,
to like.
you get to like. It's so great.
Just swim right at the sub. I think I'm
Not saying, you know, not saying that if you. Man, I thought that. A very clean Manta for both of them. Holy cow! I'm sorry. Manta takes my attention a little bit. Well,
look at this!
Look
Oh,
at this synchronization! Oh my god. We're gonna be doing that a lot this race, I feel like.
I know.
These
I'm-
runners are very matched. Oh my god. Even their jump into it. When they revel in mediocrity. You know what?
Oh.
The proxy. You know what? I know Zeus also doesn't have notches. And this man,
Also, yeah.
he is absolutely a Chad at the 70 star. He also plays upside down, but that's a no for another day. Oh my god, he almost got stuck in that elevator. That was scary.
Peggy might still be good for early Elias here. You might have to do it on a wall kick. Perhaps it's gonna be cutting it close. He could do it though. Oh yeah, he's good for it. Absolutely.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Nice early Ellie's coming out here from Peggy.
Do you play with your monitor upside down?
I haven't tried that yet, but you know what? It might be a nice little extra challenge. And yeah, I do play COD. I do play COD upside down. It is very true. I play every game upside down, folks.
Yeah, he does. It's not just a bit. It's not. I promise you. You might go in and think, he's just got to be doing this just for clout, right? No, it's not a bit. I promise. All right. Very, somewhat clean from both of them. It was good.
Yeah, Kudo taking the normal cycle here in Fire Sea Reds. Probably gonna put him back about 10 seconds or so, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, Peggy busting out the nice early Ellie's, definitely something that he needed to take a pretty okay lead in this race here, especially after all of those pillarless mishaps.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'm just upset that the synchronicity has gone to the wayside again. I'm looking forward to when that happens again. It's so satisfying every single time.
Oh, we're gonna be syncing up again.
Oh yeah.
Upstairs,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. For sure.
For sure.
Someone's gonna miss one coin and then it's all gonna be back together again.
One thing's gonna go wrong in Wet Dry World.
A terrifying way to get into Wet Dry World. Did you see that?
Yeah, the long jump. I see that often people try and do that. I'm more of a slide kick Andy myself.
Me too. I feel like it looks cooler too. I feel like the slide kick just looks... I feel so cool anytime I do that.
It's like, there's not many places in a Mario speedrun where you get to do the slide kick and have it be optimal.
Exactly.
I'm always, I'm slide kicking wherever I can.
I know, me too, right? I'm not playing a Tomb Raider game, but I'm gonna act like it when I can.
Oh, Kudo. The burn.
No.
Trying to go for that blue coin switch here.
Oh,
and
Peggy.
Some shocking
Getting
gameplay
amped.
coming out from Peggy here. I don't care that I make that joke every single time. I will never not make that joke, okay? I will never not make it.
Very clean so far. I'm gonna put in the so far. I'm gonna make sure that I say that. So far. Oh man, he's a Chad that likes to throw that Chuckia toward the edge. That's confidence right there.
Yeah,
that's confidence.
I don't trust enough. Like, I don't trust like that to throw the Chucky right to the edge like that. No way.
RNG. Oh my god, we got another one. Holy
Kudo.
cow.
Really tempted fate there.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, but missing the pillar. Oh, he doesn't know the backup. No, he's gonna have to go all the way around.
Honestly, that backup though.
What?
What? What was that?
What was that?
What? I never. What?
Oh, no.
Kudo. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Just get up there, my guy. You could take the warp. You can take the warp. Yeah, that's true.
I am
He's listening.
I much prefer the backup where you wall kick off of the white pillar thing and off.
Oh my
the
god,
bridge.
no, I hate that. I hate that.
It's not as bad as it looks. It's not as bad as it looks, I promise. It's a little bit tricky to time the wall kicks with like
That's
the spacing.
what gets me. And then I end up like falling and taking damage, and then I want to cry and I have a hard time. So like I hate that.
You gotta practice it just a little bit, but once you get it, you get it.
It's true. It's super hard if you haven't practiced it. That's where I think my issue is the proxy. I don't practice it because I don't need a backup if I'm not, I'm not making mistakes. So why I don't practice a backup. But
Z doesn't make mistakes, okay?
let's hold on. Can we wipe that off the record, please? Scratch
Everyone,
that off.
everyone, go follow Z the Sunflower, and you will not
everyone
see
go
a single
follow
mistake.
Z is 44. This guy, it's mega Chad.
And also
And
be sure to follow the runners.
Perfect gameplay only allowed. Anytime a mistake is had, not saying that they are, the video is cut. So it's,
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, the
it works out.
VOD's deleted.
Yep.
We just scratch it from the record. Kudo. Oh.
Kudo. This wet dry roll has been treacherous for Kudo.
All right, while we have a break in the action, in addition to the runners and the commentators, everyone in the booth here, you can also follow CCG here on Twitch for some more speed running action from a lot of different games, a lot of different communities. And as Sloths was so very kind to put it in chat, !70 League. There is a Pro League coming up after the 70 Star Open, the 70 Star Pro League. The top 16 runners from this tournament will be making it to the Pro League, as Peggy unfortunately misses a mountain clip here in THI.
Giving Kudo just a tiny little bit of time.
Just a little bit.
Just a little itty bitty baby bit. It's fine.
So the Pro League coming up after the 70 Star Open. Once this all concludes, there is a prize pool for that tournament. It is community funded. If you would like to make a donation and support the runners making it to the Pro League, you can feel free to click on that link there and donate any amount you'd like. Anything is tremendously appreciated. I think we are up to around the 340 mark, if I remember correctly. So
wow,
a $340-ish prize pool before the tournament even starts is pretty great. Y'all been killing it.
Yeah.
Y'all been killing it on the donos. So if anyone else watching is feeling kind, wants to support CCG, wants to support the runners, go ahead, click that link.
But seriously, do follow CCG. It's been fantastic. Filled with content. Constant content.
Yeah, there's a lot more games in the pipeline.
Yeah,
for CCG.
It's not just Mario 64.
Not just SM64.
There's even gonna be Minecraft coming up.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I heard rumors, I heard whispers. I also saw the, like, there's a whole thing about it, like, whenever the race aren't happening, but...
There's a lot of cool stuff happening. A lot of cool stuff.
Lots of cool things happening, including that... Okay, alright, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
TTM, third easiest stage in the game, depending on who you ask.
Very nice reds, holy cow.
Yeah, this is looking good so far. Yes, as Harley's pointing out, SMS most likely joining the lineup of games that are being showcased on CCG. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of gaming in the pipeline. So you'll definitely want to be sticking around for that.
Gaming.
Straight gaming.
Oh, you just had to clear your throat for a second there.
Yeah, sorry, I just need to clear my throat.
Z, unfortunately, suffering from bronchitis right now, so just had to
having difficulties. All right, clean box jump.
It is that time of year. It's okay. We understand.
Everyone's getting sick right now.
Everyone's getting sick right now. Stay safe, chat.
Oh my god! Okay, we're good. Kudo. Okay. You know what else is sick? This gameplay. Are you kidding me? Look at these games. Oh my god, it's hot. It's hot. It's sick. As the cool kids would say.
It's so sick. So sick,
so
dude.
Sick.
Dude, so sick.
So sick. It's gnarly, even.
This race is rad, dude. A little rad, sick race we got going.
It's radical. Tubular. Tubular even. Tubular even. Totally. Yeah,
Totally, bro.
exactly.
Totally.
Totally tubular. Alright. I believe,
Glad we had our surfer era just in the middle of a 70-star race.
I'm glad that the surfer era ever existed at all. I'm glad that that existed so that we, in the future, can look upon that and laugh and use it, you know? It brings joy. Oh my god, what is... Okay. Oh my god,
Nice.
I was like, I thought that Chuckya was about to chuck him. Holy...
Yeah, I stopped going for that that strat right there on the Breeze Star just because I have gotten grabbed by that Chucky way too many times.
He's grabby. He likes to nab you. He will. He'll do it.
He will grab you in the middle of the air and throw you off of TTM. Like, he doesn't care. It doesn't care.
Oh, not
Peggy.
the invis wall.
Oh, he's trying so hard not to mauled right now. I could see the head, like the head going up.
He had the angry Italian hand, except backwards for just a second.
Oh, the invis wall there just hurts so badly.
It does, yeah.
And there's just nothing you can do about it.
For a second, I got confused when I thought he had already gotten to that star. And I was like, what are you doing, bud? But, no, we're good.
Alright, Peggy. Out of TTM here, gonna be going on into Snowman's Land. And
yeah, it's an equalizer. It really brought them together.
It brings everybody closer, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
We can all gather around our mutual hatred of TTM.
All right, let's look at this head. That was some pretty good basic head.
You know what? It wasn't anything too flashy. It wasn't anything too bad. It was right down the middle. It was decent. It was good.
Good mediocre head.
Textbook.
Textbook head, yeah.
By the book. Really by the book.
You knew how to do it. You completed it. It was completed. You know?
Yep.
All right. This.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate this star. Honestly, SL can get Chuckyed. There we go.
Yep.
I had to find an appropriate PG-13 term for this stage. Difficult to do, honestly.
It is quite difficult. It is really difficult to find an appropriate term to describe most of upstairs in this game.
Yeah,
honestly.
most of upstairs. Yeah, to be fair.
The only stage, you know what? Actually, I was gonna say the only stage that is like semi-redeemable is like THI, but not even then is like.
Are you kidding me?
Nah.
Zeus.
Nah.
Have you done THI secrets? I know you have.
Yeah, just a few times.
Oh no, Kudo. He's going for you know, that pro head. Having to take a step back.
Try to do it like the pros, but you know, it is hard. It is hard to do it.
All right, just one star, one singular star.
Well, could he be doing TTC Hondo at the end? And he is. So no SL53 for Peggy. And I imagine we might be seeing something similar from Kudo. We'll have to see. And no, not doing TTC Hondo at the end. So Kudo's based. Peggy is also based. We'll give him a pass for doing TTC Hondo.
Honestly, it could be the savior. It could be the savior, or it could be the destroyer. You never know.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of faith in TTC Hondo. Really putting a lot of faith.
Getting some. It's like the top 3 stars in 70. Very opposite comments in chat right now.
Top 3 worst or what?
I will say I think there's fewer satisfying movements than the movement for TTC 100. Whenever it goes correct, whenever it goes well, it is so satisfying to watch. And
Oh yeah,
it's
100%.
so satisfying.
100%. Like I love watching top level runners do TTC Hundo. Like if I'm watching like Liam or D whatever or Benji do TTC Hundo, I'm like, man, this is a 6-star.
It is quite sexy to watch. It is.
Like they can have fun with it. You know, I'm good.
Yeah.
More power to
I'm
them.
in the boat. I'm in your court, Zeus. I agree wholeheartedly. I do think that if you're very, very good at it, it do be sexy to look at. That's all I'm gonna say. Speaking of, Kudo making his way over into HMC. Are we gonna see? I was watching Peggy do some triple box jumps, so what do you think? Let's see if we can see some triple box jump action. Kudo as well.
Oh, angle looking a little bit tough for the Christmas Miracle here. Still managing to get over though after a little bit of angle reset.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, folks, cancel your Amazon Prime subscriptions. Christmas is canceled for 2023. I'm so sorry.
I thought if you got Christmas, and here, this is just, you know, maybe my misunderstanding of the superstition. I thought if you got Christmas Miracle in December, after Christmas has already taken place, there was 2 Christmases. Is that it? Am I mistaken?
You know
Does
what?
that not happen?
I haven't heard the specifics on that, but I was mostly under the impression it applied to next year, just like retroactively.
Ah.
But you know what? Maybe since it's still December, Christmas next year might not be on the line here. Maybe a second one.
Gotcha. All right.
But unfortunately, Kudo, if there was going to be a second Christmas in 2022, it is not happening.
Yep. No, it's not
as
happening.
a result of this race. So
everyone, put back the cart that you just put into on Amazon because you thought that there was possibly going to be a second Christmas and you were having to buy emergency gifts for everybody. It's fine. It's canceled. Don't worry about it. It's good.
Yeah, these
Save
2
your
runners
money.
saved you the trouble.
Yep.
Don't have to shop for
Honestly,
that
thank
impossible
them.
person again, you know.
Honestly, thank them. I mean, it's already happened. You don't have to do it again. Oh, getting a nice little GTM slide. Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Love to see that. There's some swag strats happening up in here.
And some Lakitu bouncing
Let's
happening
go.
from Peggy. Looking
That's very cool.
nice.
Very nice. Yep.
Oh.
He doesn't do the side flip one, and I believe Elisa said that she also feels like the side flip is harder, which is the one that I've learned, and it's like the basic one. But I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Wacky bounce strats amaze me all the
I am
time.
also a side flip Lakitu bounce person. Elisa is very much in favor of the U-turn. Peggy trying to go for the pro triangle strat. With that beginning there, but
I'm too noob to know what that looks like, so.
It's a very satisfying thing.
That. Oh
yeah.
Wow.
It is a thing of beauty. It is.
That's too spooky for me. That's too spooky for me.
So just based off of my own experience, doing the traditional triangles strat, you can get about I'd say like a 17-second XCam time, maybe a high 16. But with that pro triangles thing, you can get about a 13. So it saves time. It saves.
That's interesting.
Time. But it's hard. It's hard. It really is.
Yeah. It looks tricky. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh my god. Nice.
It's good. It's good being pals with these dudes. It's always a good time.
They can't handle us in the booth together. They
No,
really can't.
no. Saren is probably gonna ban this duo.
This can never happen again.
Never. Not allowed. Alright. Very clean runs from Peggy.
Oh no!
Kudo is having the roughest time with Lackey Bounce right now, man. He's going just for the regular cruiser. Oh my god, and he's falling. Oh my god.
He was gonna have to be very careful with that bomb right there, because he could have gotten pushed right off.
Honestly,
Oh,
the only reason I learned Lakitu Bounce was so that I didn't have.
oh no! Kudo!
God. Was so that I didn't have to do this. Because this sucks. This stupid cruiser strat sucks. I hate cruiser. I hate cruiser so much.
Yeah, honestly, every time I get like too scared to do Lakitu Bounce and run, I try to go for this like strat right here, and I mess it up every time. Every time.
It's harder than it needs to be for what should be the beginner strat. It's so ridiculous.
So
And there's multiple different ways to do it, but
everybody
Lakitu
let
Bounce
this be a
only?
lesson.
Me too.
Exactly. Just go for Lakitu Bounce.
just
do it.
learn it. Just learn it. Take the time. Take a day out of your week. Cool down. Learn Lakitu Bounce because cruiser sucks. That's all I gotta say. Cruiser sucks. Peggy's popping pretty hard right now. He is popping pretty hard, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's moving through that 100 coin for sure.
Damn.
It looked very easy. One of those people that can do it because they're good at it. And
Yeah.
looks like he's going for flippies as well, which is very
Wow.
interesting.
That's some base.
Oh.
Well.
Well.
Right.
Well.
Oh, well. That's TTC for you. Oh, well.
Oh, yep. Yeah,
As I said, that's TTC for you.
Peggy
That
just
is
shaking it off.
TTC. And he's gonna wait patiently. Never mind. Well, okay.
Well.
Well, here we go again.
Flippy's step number 2, much better.
Much better.
Oh, the imp! Oh my god. Oh. I had never seen the mid-air amp before until I
Mid-air.
conveniently watched and commentated a lot of 70 stars this summer for something unrelated. And I had never seen the mid-air amp until that, and it was painful to see for the first time. I watch a lot of top level, like 120 top level 70, and I had never seen that from anyone, and it was pain. It was pain.
That's pain, yeah. Can be pain. Alright. Honestly, still only a star apart here.
Oh.
Wow.
Peggy, no. The flippies get squished in the middle of the air by the platform. Because that makes sense.
Whew. Okay. Much like Dark World, everything clinches in TTC for me.
Yeah, it's scary. It's really scary. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
And when you're even just the viewer, you're just like, it's so spooky. But if you're the runner and you're on pace, like you're shaking like a, trying to do all these precise movements. And
That's the thing about Tippy with 70, you know, like, okay, 16 is really you know, it's precise, it's a short category, and but there's really only like in bits. That's in BLJs and bits.
Yep.
It's a consolidated amount of time where you're anxious and you're nervous because you could PB. 70, you have an entire 2 stages to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And multiple stars that you have to get, that all of which could be life or death for your run. And it's yeah, it's spooky.
Yeah,
it's a
really
spooky
hard.
thing.
It's incredibly hard to navigate.
There's
And you know, they're
man.
quick stages. You know, Rainbow Ride can
If
be
done well.
around. If done well, they're quick stages. Rainbow
If
Ride
you mess
can
up,
be around.
be eternity.
Yeah, it can feel like eternity at least.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
All right, Peggy, star number 70 being collected, and he is going to be moving on up to Bowser in the Sky. And Kudo still needs 1 star in TPC here. Not completely over. Not over by any stretch of the imagination. We're just going to have to see how this bits unfolds for Peggy here. Oh, Kudo! No!
Oh, you hate to see that.
Okay, well... well... oh, fuck. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. We're still gonna have to see how this,
You know what? It could... You never know. You never know.
Bowser throws are a thing. Bowser
throws are a thing.
Alright, star number 70 for Kudo, and Peggy is just about to go on. Oh my gosh,
oh my
goodness.
gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay,
God.
okay. Alright. Oh my god.
My
Woohoo!
man got launched backwards.
Almost!
Oh. Alright.
Hey,
So,
Dios mío. Okay.
3 throws standing in the way between Peggy and a victory here. Throw number 1 looking solid. A little bit of trouble with the grab, but ain't no thing. Throw
That's
number
2.
2.
He just needs 1 more to seal this deal. And that's good.
And throw number 3 on the bounce. Peggy walking away with a victory here.
Very
Nice,
nice.
Kudo.
Very, very nice.
Kudo just entering bits, starting things out. Gonna be going for
Doing
moving
right side. Wow. He was going all out.
All
Wow.
right. GG's to Peggy, wrapping things up with a 55-39. Can we get some Drakes in chat for our victor here?
Definitely be sure to follow both of these runners as well. And of course to follow the hot commentator in the booth with me, ZS44.
Commentator? You mean commentators?
We're spicy duo. Our spicy duo. Alright. Wait for these throws to happen.
Kudo just needs 3 throws as well. Like I said, keeping it pretty close here, despite
gosh.
a fair bit of mistakes from.
Oh,
tried
oh
to
my
get the
God.
regrab.
Wow.
Oh, that was insanely close to getting that
Oh my
regrab.
gosh. He is spooking me.
Oh,
Oh
throw number 2.
no.
Alright, almost done. Throw number 2.
There we go. There we
Solid.
go. There we go.
Throw number. Oh my
What?
goodness! How did that not reach? That's so unfair.
That is
What'd
so
you regrab,
unfair.
though?
Honestly, oh my gosh.
God.
This poor guy. The pause buffer, anger.
All right, throw
All
number
right, that
3.
should
There it
okay.
is.
For a split second, I thought that also wasn't gonna hit, and I was gonna lose my mind. Rigged, rigged.
Stop the count. All right.
Yes.
A 57-46 coming out from Kudo here. I know Kudo's not doing post-game interviews, which is great. Kudo, if you're watching this back or you can hear us, GG to you, sir.
GG's, man. GG's.
You played well. You
GG's.
played well. Can we get some Drakes to chat for Kudo as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Much appreciate it.
And also, Peggy, are we gonna be doing an interview with Peggy?
Yeah, if he wants to.
Sure.
Hello, Peggy.
Ah,
GG's, man.
thanks, and GG's to Kudo. He
How,
kept me on track during the whole race. I watched it on and off.
He did.
For half of the race, I think he was ahead.
Yeah.
That was scary.
You guys were neck and neck for most of that race, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
The wet dry world mishap really set him behind. I think that was probably the big difference there.
Okay.
He was behind ever since then. Just a little bit. Still kept close, but man, how do you feel about your run?
Actually, I'm quite happy that I still made it to 55, especially after that beginning. I mean, CCM was something.
Taking 2 deaths, yeah.
Yeah, I must say I was confused, and I think the same happened in TTM when I went for the easy backup on the log, where I got instantly punished, just reminding me that I should go for the hard strat.
Yeah. That getting that invis wall there, super fun.
Yeah,
Super
deserved.
fun.
Totally deserved.
Also, that TTC 100, very
Oh, yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Great,
I was
like,
surprised. I shouldn't show you how it worked earlier this day, but it was one of the better ones.
I know, that was beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely like that. Well, you're gonna be moving on, I guess. Zeus, I'm gonna let you take this part because I'm the noob here. So
So, Z is absolutely correct. You are moving on to the next round. But for Kudo, things aren't exactly over yet. The S division bracket is double elim as far as I know. So he still does have another chance to keep himself alive in the 70-star open. So that is exciting. But yeah, great race between the both of you. It was very exciting to watch. A lot of close moments, a lot of sync ups on gameplay. It was good. A lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to commentate.
yeah, definitely, you guys made it very, very fun. But
yeah,
I think this is it.
Yeah, GG's to both of you. Congratulations. For the audience at home, don't go anywhere. I'll be sticking around in the booth. Shicely is going to be joining me on comms for another open match. We got Anorak versus the Mr. Wah in the mixed division. So that's going to be another exciting race to watch. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And we will be right back.
Bye-bye.